Hey you guys, okay, so today is Sunday. This past Friday, blessed enough, Asir did a show with Brother Rich. I think it's 363. I'm not exactly sure the name of it, which is hilarious, but Brother Rich is in my head. So I wanted to thank Rich because it's Asir's, Asir had his 2 hours on, and Brother Rich always makes time for me to talk about my products or just to share what's going on. So based on that, I wanted to follow up and thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for all the emails. Because I'm constantly working, I don't really take time, and I should. But I'm striving not to punish myself for not having such a strong presence online. I always say to myself, if the products don't speak, for themselves after 12, 13, it's been 17 years. But they don't start speaking for themselves after the decade, you might need to rethink how you're moving. So for me, I've always just been really invested in word of mouth and committing to the 3 to 5 day shipping policy. So on Friday, what you guys saw wasn't all of the products. Neither are all of these all the products. I never really have all of the products made because I make things based on what people order. So I don't pre-package stuff or like bottle stuff that I don't really need. Because the sizes range from 2 to 16, I always just wait to find out what sizes people are ordering, just so they don't sit in bottles and whatever. That's not how I work. So I wrote down some of the questions that people have, really because regardless of me emailing people at night between like 2 and 3 in the morning, I thought like, mad people must have these questions, or let me just do this real quick before I package everything, just to address a question. So, the international shipping, yes, I do international shipping. Look, I wrote them down, so I don't take a lot of time. I do international shipping, and really it just depends on where and how heavy your package is. There's a standard price on the website, but sometimes it goes over that price depending on people's weight or how much they've ordered. So if you order stuff that's probably under 2 pounds, it'll probably stay the price that's already there. If you exceed to 6, 8 pounds, I'll probably have to just give you a heads up via email how much everything came out to, and then just take it from there. It's impossible to tell someone a flat rate price that's under a certain amount of money, or just, because I kind of have an idea after all this time how much it's going to cost to send anything. So the flat rate price for international shipping is there, but it really depends on where it goes. Like Germany, shout outs to Germany. Germany's a different price than Canada. Canada's a different price than Barbados, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so like I said, not everything that you see here is what's on the site. There's mad products missing. But this is what people ordered this Friday night, Saturday day. And because it was Friday when we did the show, I mailed everything out from Monday through Thursday. All you saw on that show was stuff I had prepared for Friday's shipment Saturdays, right? So today, Sunday, I'm gonna send all this stuff out for tomorrow, and whoever ordered today, Sunday, that's when I'll start preparing your order, which is tomorrow, which will be Monday. So I'm not seeing, because I really don't like people to wait for their tracking. Some people write me right away hey, I placed an order on Saturday and Sunday. Give me 3 to 5 days. That's the standard. Sometimes they're out in 2, sometimes they're out the next day. But when there's a little bit more, it might take me 3 to 5 days to get everything out. Every label, all the ingredients are on here. I'm not one that, not to talk about anybody else, but I do not believe in secrets or hidden ingredients. Every ingredient that I make the products with is listed on the label. So there's nothing hidden. Same thing, if you have any questions about the fragrance used, there isn't any perfumes used in any of things that I make. Everything is essential oil fragrance, because there's properties that essential oil really carries that helps kind of unite the herbs and all that other good stuff. So there's no fragrance or no perfume in any of the products you see. I'm a strong believer, no hormone, inhibitors, no endocrine disruptors, things of that nature. So everything is unisex, and everything you see here is interchangeable. Like, you don't have to use them. You know, sometimes I recommend, the face wash the day and night. But if you get back from a workout and it's the afternoon, go ahead and use some of that rose clay, the banana face, the beets, the kelp, the pineapple. I didn't mention the pineapple turmeric face wash. Very good for hyperpigmentation, for all those other things. Same thing. I didn't want to take a lot of time. I could go through each product and talk about what it does, but rather than bore, every description is on the website. So if you have specific questions, I'm looking for so-and-so, just look at the face washes and you'll kind of attract what you're looking for. Meaning like beets, kelp, all of them will help for sensitive skin. Nothing will break you out. They're all pH balanced to like 9, 8. I have litmus tested them psychotically in the past, and I'm grateful. They're all made with coconut, olive oil, pomace, jojoba oil. All the face washes are really gentle but effective. And there are varying differences. Like I said, the banana face wash and the pineapple, very good for hyperpigmentation, pimples, scars. The lazuli face wash, kind of like this one, really great for people with pox or deeper acne issues. Also, I didn't mention the physical therapy, which is so good. I use it every night on my knees, if not every night, like every other night, because I've really been doing some whole neck stuff. Ginger, great ginger. Put it on your joints that might be inflamed or a little hurtful, and wrap it with an ace bandage. Ginger will sting, but it won't burn your skin. That stinging is actually it working. So I really have been going ham on grated ginger at night, organic ginger. Look at here, I have it right here. Organic ginger. And I grate this. Not only do I drink it in like the pineapple, grate it, put it on your joints that hurt, whether it be your hip, your knee joint, anything that might be inflamed, it will work magic. So will potato, but I've been doing ginger more because it's just a little bit, it's better for me. Same thing, if you're looking for stuff to boost your estrogen, the maca, the marmalade, really dope because it has maca, has stuff that will help people that are going through menopause. I haven't quite reached that pinnacle. I'm really looking forward to it on 1977 babies. But it hasn't happened for me. So I've just been, thinking of ways to try to prevent any ailments that may come from, hormonal changes. So the wild yam in that, same thing. Cinnamon instead of peppermint downstairs, as well as mandarin orange, really great. The Son of Man, heavy in red ginseng, heavy in ashwagandha, really great for men's beards, production of hair growth, all that good stuff. Also, the Rosemary's Baby, they're all here, right? So I could go through each one of them, but I don't want to bore anybody. I just wanted to express some of the products that I slept on sometimes. Same thing, like all of these that I made, I didn't actually make. I made a pineapple serum and a pineapple gel toner, but I didn't make the pineapple face wash. So I just wanted to remind people of the pineapple face wash that's there. The same thing with the Magnus. The Magnus has been great. It's really helped with like my nail. See, these are my nails. No wrappings, no nothing. But I'm like, when is it gonna break? My left hand is crazy. My right hand, I keep it pretty basic just for work purposes. Same thing. The marigold mushroom, really, really dope. There's a couple products that are new out there, like the zinc pink. It's here, and the fig butter. The zinc pink, really great for just toning this, like smoothing, evening the skin tone. I do sit out in the sun. I try to sit out at least for 15-20 minutes, like 3 times a week, just to stimulate my eyes, my cornea, my retinas, all that type of stuff. The zinc pink is really dope, kind of has a peach smell. The Magnus has a smell of lazuli oil. Everyone is scented really strongly with essential oils, but again, that's probably what I spend the most in, is just labeling essential oils and ingredients. I'm a stickler for ingredients and for details, so everything is infused with herbs. Everything has a lot of herbs in it because I really want people to feel the potency and to see the difference when you're not using shea butter. None of my products are made with shea butter. I've mentioned that before, but based on how mass-produced shea butter is and how accessible, I really just started to see the benefits in using horsetail butter, jojoba butter, avocado, almond. So I don't use shea butter. It doesn't smooth into our skin as easily. Kind of can cake the hair up at times. So I like stuff that's really highly absorbent and will, like, no matter how much I use in my hair, will dissolve, like will evaporate immediately or be, saturated by my locks. Again, all the hair products are for people with different types of hair. 2C, 1C, 4. If you're looking to basically thicken your hair, create a nice texture with whatever it is you're born with, the hair products will work. It's not like it's just for people with braids, locks, and curls. It's for people with straight hair as well. Same thing. To supplement the eco gels and all those things that have formaldehyde, a lot of people swear upon Vaseline, which is really just petroleum and mineral oil, horrible for our skin. But it's a business and a product that's been out for over 50 years now. Everybody sometimes smears it. Really not good for your skin. So the Vaselina, the red poppy, the blue poppy, Vaseline, really great for your edges, for just slicking down that hair if you want it slicked down. Same thing with the face washes, the fine wine set, the fine wine serum. Everything is incredible because of the herbs that are in it. It's not like, oh my God, I figured out. It's just, there is a science between putting them together a certain way, but more than anything, it's like the hibiscus, the pomegranate, all the ingredients that I've been grateful to figure out how to use and just keep the texture really smooth and absorb, and easy to apply to your skin. They work because they're high in vitamin C, high in vitamin B12, really great for collagen production. I could go on and on, but I didn't want to bore. I just wanted to say to people that 3 to 5 day promise, or the same week that you place the order, it comes with the free lip balm. And I promise people that have watched Brothers Rich show, if you just type in Rick, you saw it. So I'm making a lot of body butters just to throw in for free for people. Also, I did the maca maca. Oh, the spearmint thyme, a great variation to the aqua. So the aqua shampoo is there. The OG, the onion and garlic, is there, really great. But the rosemary shampoo as well, everything is infused with fresh herbs. The rosemary shampoo, and I keep the rosemary in the bottle, which gives me a lot more work, but it's great for people to see the actual herbs sometimes. The same thing with the anise toner, the anise grapefruit toner, and the dew. If you have more open pores, you're going to want to use the dew after you wash your face. Same thing. The other day I went out for my little backwards jog on the beach, and I forgot to put my Halt on, and I got bit like 2 Halt, the mosquito repellent. Really dope. Same thing with the pit stops. Really, really great. A lot of arrowroot, a lot of baking soda, but the way that it's made and the ingredients that I use, it's so smooth. You don't feel a graininess that I sometimes get irritated from using products that are natural or somewhat natural. But again, you want them to be really, the pit stops is heavily fragranced with mandarin, with orange, with lang lang, just to keep your odor at bay. I talked about the spearmint thyme, the marmalade, the physical therapy, the dew, the turmeric. We went through a lot of them. I didn't want to go too long, but I wanted to just tap in and say thank you to everybody that spread the word via just sharing with family, friends. Everything is from children, babies. You can use it on infants. The face, the birthright set, great for women that have just given birth. And that's about it. Oh, the Sagittarius wash always flies off the shelf. Really great to make. And I'm grateful. I love what I do. I'm constantly working. But again, when you go through certain stuff at a younger age where you might lose a parent or be on your own, you start to think of, okay, how is my life over the age of 50 gonna look? And because I'm right at that precipice, I really just want to not, sometimes you'll sleep and wake up like, oh my God, what happens if this happened to me and that, because it's just you. So I really started, wanted to prepare for my future because my 20s were so filled with student loans and having to pay student loans and all those other things off. I'm really just grateful to try to save a little bit and to think about my future, which is why I haven't really, I keep expanding the line and I don't stop working. So for me, I love the camera, especially because it allows me to connect like this, but I really haven't posted anything on Facebook or YouTube for a while, just because as work grows, I try to strive to say, okay, when I'm not working, I have to make dinner. When I'm not working, I have to still lift some weights and work out and make sure that I have the energy that it takes to really do this, because it's all handmade. I'm not, a celebrity that can rely on, a machine or people to put things in envelopes or to put labels on correctly. Same thing, the cherry curl juice and the blue rice hairspray, the dew, the sun kiss set. These are a lot of products that I do see matriculate and have been copied in the world. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, how do you know? People copy names: the Fountain of Youth, the Foy, the Dew, Daily Enriching Witch Hazel. Sometimes people just, I won't call it that, but I'll use Dew. Or the Sun Kiss, I'll use Sun Kiss. The blue rice hairspray, I'll put it in a blue bottle. I'll do a rice fermentation. All of these things, I know I'm on the right track because I do see my ideas reverberate in the universe, and I'm very grateful. Imitation, don't worry about any of those things, or don't constantly invest in who's doing what, which is why I stay off social media. But I do, I'm not in the world. I see what's going on. So I just want to say I'm very grateful that our ideas have given people inspiration to do their own, but also rely on your own creativity. That's kind of how I was able to think of certain names that I created over 10 years ago. So to see certain things now, I'm very humbled because I know that they are working and that people see the value in what we do. So I just wanted to thank people, Cordoba Organic supporters, for investing, consistently ordering, and for allowing me to not think so much from a fear-based perspective. When you are on your own, it just happens. So you have to really calm your mind and enjoy the journey. So I'm very grateful to consistently be working at my age and to have given myself something that I love doing. But the reason why I sometimes don't answer emails until midnight, 2 in the morning, is because I'm constantly working. Even now, I'll throw these into envelopes, but then I have lip chops to prepare, free products to prepare. It's constant. So thank you guys for the love and the support. I will see you soon. CordobaOrganics.com. And that's it. Peace out, homies.